Hey everybody, I bet if you do KDP, then you are interested in how to do research for keywords and also advertising. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you 5 tips on like where to advertise or where to get keyword information. And you can use that both for keywords and for advertising. Use them slightly differently. And then I'm going to give you a bonus tip on kind of talking about like how, once you do this research, like how do you do that and how do you use all this stuff that you have. But this is kind of what I do and my process, which hopefully will give you lots of ideas. Okay, so I'm going to go right in there. Oh, I have so many people here today. Thank you all for being live, and thank you those who are going to watch the replay. Oh, hi, I'm Ashley with Publish with Ashley, and this is my live YouTube channel. And I'm also on Facebook, so please like and subscribe and check out my Facebook group, check out my Podia website. And if you guys have ideas on courses you guys would like, I'm going to try to get more courses this year. So if there's something you want to learn, please let me know in the comments, through Facebook, whatever. All right. So, okay. Let me share my screen because I got some really good stuff. I was trying to find some extra stuff, but I couldn't get the thing working. So let me share my screen. Here we go. Okay. All right, so my number one tip is start with Amazon itself for research, okay? And so I'm going to give, I'm going to give you the example of how to draw animals. I was doing this last time on keyword because I kind of like to roll with a topic and keep going so that you can kind of have some continuity. And so the first thing to do is basically, use Amazon. Now, there are things that will help you out with keywords at Amazon. So I'm going to talk about a few of the things, and those are extensions. So the Chrome extensions I use are Amazon AMZ Suggestion Expander, which is this, and it gives you kind of so I wrote how to draw animals, so it'll give you how to draw animals for kids. It gives you like a lot more ideas, and you can actually download those keywords. The other one I use is DS Quick View, which is the one that gives you kind of all this little information about the books without actually having to click on that. So these are really, really great. The other ones I use, but I do not have enabled right now, are the Self-Publishing Titans free Chrome extensions. So you can type in selfpublishingtitans.com and it will show you all their free extensions and how to use them. I don't have them live right now because it completely kills my my live stream to try and have those running and do a live stream. So I pulled those off. But yeah, it talks about like, it gives you the BSR. There is something, and this is kind of in the bonus tip that I'm going to talk about. Like it gives you these scores and colors on the BSR to say whether it's a good or bad keyword. But I want to caution you on the good or bad keyword because it's just like reading through the data and applying an algorithm, whereas you have to use your brain to really decide if it's a good or bad keyword. So these are just kind of basic, kind of off the glance type colors, but just because a score is good or bad doesn't mean I necessarily would use it or wouldn't use it. Sometimes I use ones that they don't say are good, but they are. And it depends what purpose I'm using them for. Is it, would I use a bad keyword from a main keyword, like that's in the title? Maybe not. Would I use it for back-end keywords, AdWords? Yes, I would. So take some of this like information you get with a grain of salt to decide what is good or bad about it and how can you use it effectively. So that's kind of the part that's hard. So we're going to talk a little bit about that, but I wanted to kind of go through all the different methods. Now, what are you looking for when you start going through this stuff? You are on Amazon. You're looking for keywords, and like I said, it depends what you're using your keywords for. What I do first is go and find every like I've decided on a subject, right? So what I'm doing in this process is saying, okay, I've decided on a basic subject. My basic subject is how to draw X. Okay. In this case, I just have how to draw animals. But I want to delve a little bit deeper into that and say, do I want to do like how to draw frogs? Do I want to do how to draw unicorns? Do I want to do how to draw chibi, which is one I kind of found later, and you'll see in another thought. So I go through Amazon and I have how to draw animals. And I'll go inside of the BSRs that are coming up. Are they selling? This is a pretty big topic, and you can see there's a lot of low numbers on BSRs. Okay, so I know right away, first page, this is going to be a competitive market, so I need to niche down a little farther. How to draw like summer, there's one, how to draw summer fun pink. Not exactly, it's a sponsored one, so that's, but it's got 3,000, so there's something in there. Maybe that's something I want to start typing into Amazon to see further keyword research and see what I get on the first page. I'm looking for something that does have some BSRs of 100,000 or less to show it's selling, but not that every single, like all of these are pretty low. There's a few not low ones, but that I'm single room for me to be in the market. Okay. So I want to niche down, and that's how you do it. Here's a cute one. It's 19,000. Something I would actually look into because it is pretty specific. Chibi. Oh, I hate my internet. Okay, we're gonna get off that page. Okay, so we talked Titans. That's a way to get more data. So number two, my number two tip is I actually use Google Ads Keyword Planner. You just need an account, but you don't actually have to spend any money. I don't think so. I think it's still free. I've signed up for mine a long time ago. I don't pay anything, but Google Ads Keyword Planner is really helpful. You can just type in Google Ads Keyword Planner and it'll come up and you can make yourself an account. But I typed in here, like you go to the keywords ideas and it's how to draw animals. So that's what I typed in, and it's going to give me a bunch of data for Google. Now I know this is Google, not Amazon, but that doesn't mean that people aren't searching, right? If they're searching on Google, they're probably searching on Amazon. They're related, right? So I can get ideas of what is popular. So, you know, you can see how many monthly searches there are. High numbers indicate, you know, interest. I can see the monthly change. So some of this is interesting, like how to draw a penguin has suddenly gone up by 900%. I'm not sure why. Now, later down here, how to draw a, let's see, reindeer has gone down 90%. Well, it's past Christmas, so that makes sense. So you can kind of see how many people are searching. You can see trends. You can see this is competition for how expensive it is. But still that knowledge is good to kind of know. And then the bid range and things like that, that's for Google Ads. But it's kind of interesting to note. But you can go through, and I think down here I did find how to draw chibi has a pretty, I can't remember where I found it, but it has a pretty high Google search. People are super into it. So that's a good start. And how to draw cute chibi animals. Okay, that sounds like a good idea. Now I further go into research with my third tip, Facebook. And I like to see how popular. So I type in how to draw animals and I look at the groups and I start seeing, okay, this one, how to draw anime comes up first because I guess animals is kind of close to anime. And how to draw anime is super popular in Facebook groups. So on Facebook groups, I'm looking for how many members they have and how many posts per day. So if there's a lot of members, like this one's a private one with 35 people, it's obviously a friend group who gets together to draw. But this one's 4.1K members and 8 posts a month. So people, it's showing an interest in this. It's showing that people are active or asking questions or sharing. So through this, I can gain extra either knowledge into my into the subject or gaining keywords because you can go into, if they're private or if they're private, you can't see them, but if they're public, you can go in and look at the posts. You can start getting keyword ideas like, is there a certain kind of anime or a certain type of chibi or something that's really interesting? What are those terms that people use to talk about? You know, so I just start gaining keywords and I start running this huge list. I go through Amazon and start just running lists of words. Okay. And I like when I went to Amazon, so let me go back. So on Amazon, I literally would just go one. I just start looking at chibi, cute animals. I just start getting this list of a bunch of words. I'm just trying to create a huge list. Okay, that's now. Let's see. The next thing I like to go to, tip 4, is I like to go to actually Google. Yes, I know Google, but it's great. So I typed in how to draw animals, and you get like things from courses, you get images, video. Your subject is once you're niching down. So I'd probably once I decide, let's say I decide on how to draw cute chibi animals. Maybe I just want to draw how to draw chibi to start with because it's a little more general. Then I can start looking for other words people use in these descriptions. Let's see. And I still just try and get like, okay, here, step by step demos, sketching, tips. Those are all words I'm going to start writing down. How do you draw a simple animal, right? Simple chibi, easy, quick. I just start looking and seeing what is common, what is popular, words that maybe not everybody's looking for, because I do kind of this large process to find keywords from different sources. And I think different sources are really helpful because you see a topic from more than just the Amazon lens. You're looking at it at a much broader level. Okay. Okay, let's see. That's important. So yeah, easy, cute, kids. I just start looking through and trying to write a huge list of things. Okay, now the next one, number 5, that nobody really thinks of, and it's a great source, is actually Amazon ads itself. So you don't actually have to start an ad, but start by saying you want to create an ad. So you don't actually have to run one. And you can go down and actually type in keywords. So if you're going to enter a list, let's see hopefully this will do this live to draw, and then draw books for kids 8 to 12. These are this is actually from Amazon. Not only you can find it, people are typing in how to draw books for kids 8 to 12. Okay, that people are actually typing this in, and it's giving you suggestions for people to actually type in, do you want to advertise against that? So that's the best data you're ever going to get from Amazon itself. You can draw adorable. Like I would draw adorable, wouldn't have come to me. Cute, things like that might have, but not adorable. But apparently people are typing in like how to draw adorable animals or whatever. How to draw manga. We've seen kind of a trend, manga, chibi, anime. How to draw Pokemon. Now, for an ad, for when you're actually use an ad, you can use trademark words. For something else, like your keywords and your back-end keywords, your title. If your audience likes to draw anime, they might like to draw Pokemon. So you answer Pokemon. That's ads. Okay. Those are my 5. So let me look and see, and then I'll give you my bonus tip kind of on how do you use all this and what do you use it for. Okay, everybody, hello. I'm trying to format my book for draft to digital, D2D, and I'm ready to yeah, I understand. Draft to digital, it's easy and hard. It's like hard the first time, and then once you get it, you're kind of like, oh, I was dumb. Yeah, I had problems with it too. But then once I got it, I was like, oh, maybe I made it harder than it was. Yep, you have the type plugins. Good morning. Learning to draw is an excellent example that branches out. And it fits into early education. Yeah, there's so many ways how to draw to show you that you can niche down pretty specific, like how to draw keywords, obviously popular. And choosing topics is a powerful idea. And it is, yes, it is exactly that. It's a good way to start building a brand because you could draw how to draw cute chibi creatures, how to draw adorable chibi woodland animals. I'm not sure. Like you could like basically make the similar topic, but something a little bit different that's still popular and resell to your audience. Hippie Gold says, I'm learning so much from these videos and selling and running ad campaigns at the minute. Yes. Okay. So your question of 14 days, I have 77 clicks with a spend of 14 pounds. Sales. Oh, your ACOS is 11%. Okay. My first question, 11% is pretty low. So I think that's pretty good. I would say that's a good ad. Is that the question? Are you making money? ACOS usually, it's not everything because it depends how much your cost is, and if it's color, it's not. But usually most books tend to break even. Depends how much profit room you have in there. But heck, anything in ACOS, you're probably making money, and I would say great ad. Keep it running. If you're putting money in, that's good ad. That's my definition of good ad. Could it be better? Could you get your ACOS lower? Maybe. Could you put more money in and then sell more? Maybe. Like those are things to start trying. I tweak your ad to see if you can get your ACOS any lower. If not, 11's probably pretty good. I mean, for all my books, it would be awful. So I would be super happy. I actually turned off one last night that I just noticed up to 49%. I was like, oh my gosh, 49%. I need to turn that sucker off. Or at least tweak it or do something, right? That's too much. Because I think for that one, the break even was around 28%. So definitely not making money. But then, if you can get it down lower, putting more money on your ad so you can make more money out, I think that's a good business decision, right? Now you've got your ad running. You can try and put some more money into it, either making your day maybe a little more to see if you can capture a little bit more audience, but also maybe trying to up how much you get per day. Like if you're getting near your ceiling, then I would consider upping that too. How do I look at keeping to expand? If it's a manual ad, you can actually go in and under the data, right now I have to do it offline because it's hard to do live. But you can actually go in and look on a manual ad, a manual ad's very easy. It's automatic ad. There actually is, if you go in and click in the ad campaign, and then there's I can't remember which tab. And honestly, sometimes I just press all the buttons until I find it. It gives you a list of what they've advertised against and what that actually a sale for. And you can either advertise against, because they show products as well as keywords. So you can actually see if you want to advertise against products, which sometimes that's actually a really good way. I found one of my books, it was kind of not related, at least I think it's related. It was an outdoorsy type niche. And the one that was selling it was this kid adventure book. So it's that kid adventure book. And let me take this off. It's adventure book. Let's see. Okay. Let's see what other questions. And then I'm going to answer. Oh, didn't remove it. Okay. Let's see. So that's where I'm going to get to. That's a good question. So it said, I find good keywords suggested by Amazon. Do I put it exactly is in the 7 boxes? So now you have your huge list. Some of those that is like my tip or how to use all that is I have this huge list, right? Some of it is phrases, some of it is just words. So let's say I get, we're talking keywords in those 7 keyword boxes. I would actually put it in exactly, but I don't repeat keywords. I have already put those words somewhere in my title, subtitle, or the other 7 keyword boxes. I don't repeat. And I never use any of the small words and any of the small connector words. The algorithm ignores. So there's no point in there. All you're doing is wasting space. But if there is a keyword phrase that knows, yes, I try and put those words together in the keyword. But how, like, the most important words you're trying to rank for need to be in your title and subtitle. Do they have to be exactly in the order you find? I kind of went into this last time. Yes and no. Amazon's smart enough to keep words, but they also know that people have a tendency to search for things in a certain way. And that is going to be weighted higher. Like we talked about animals, how to draw versus how to draw animals. Now, most people would type in how to draw animals, but some people, a few people, and it's less competitive to rank for how to draw. And that's because generally how people are searching. So people were searching animals, and then they were trying to find like a gift for somebody. So they might type in animals because they know the kid likes animals. And then they're like, how to draw books. And they just start typing in different things like animal gift, animal plushie, right? They know the subject is animals, but they're not sure what they want to get. It is a less common way to shop. Most people would type in, oh, I want a book on how to draw animals. So you can put how to draw or animals like big on your title, and then how to draw, and probably rank a little bit faster since it's the exact search, but there's going to be less people searching. Okay. Because when people start it, Amazon will say, oh, these are good keywords for how to draw animals. And so you will start ranking higher, and that's the exact phrase. So there is something to the exact phrasing, but Amazon's smart enough to kind of put all the pieces together. So other than my main thing I want to go for, like it's chibi. Maybe I would I would kind of do some research to decide if chibi, how to draw, might be easier to rank for than how to draw chibi, just so I can maybe start getting sales for that. And then, I would start ranking higher. But other than that, the 7 keyword boxes, you can put it in any order. Doesn't matter. Hopefully that's helpful. I take all those things and I stick them into my 7-word keyword boxes. Okay, now how do I decide from that huge list of 100 to 200 things or whatever I've come up with from all the research I've done? I decide what is the most likely for a user to type in that if they found for that, would be excited. Like, I'm not on how to draw animals. I am not going to put how to draw an animals if mine is a how to draw construction. Okay, because if someone's searching for how to draw construction vehicles, it's not like necessarily the wrong audience because it is a how to draw, but it's not what I was looking for, right? So I would leave out the word construction, or I might put it because oftentimes boys like construction vehicles and drawing. Use it? Yes. Would I use it in something else? Maybe not. So my keywords for my 7 keyword boxes, I stuff them full as much as I can. That makes sense, right? There's kind of a higher order of keywords that are good and bad. And I kind of go for most likely. Now, some of that is the stuff I've done, right? If I've gone through Amazon, all these different research portals, the keywords and everything, I kind of have an idea of what most people are using, right? So I kind of can make that assumption of what is most important. Now, when I go to the ads, I put everything in. I put everything that I could possibly put in for a manual keyword ad, because as long as it is relevant, right? The construction versus animals and how to draw isn't too far off. I would put anything I can think of on an ad. Things you can include on an ad when you're doing your research. Manual keyword ads, I would put author names, because if the popular author name, then you can advertise it. It would make sense for a book, right? Popular authors for how to draw books definitely would go into my ad. maybe less popular ones. I would just kind of continually add a bunch of different topics that make sense for my keyword. Also on my ad, I could use trademarks. I could use Pokemon. I can use I don't know, any of the like Sailor Moon, if you're talking anime, that's a really popular one. I could use all of that in my ad, right? But I could not use that in my 7-word key boxes. So I do use trademark terms for my keywords on ads. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Example. Oh my. Chibi is a registered US brand. Kawaii, that's true. Chibi is cute and kawaii is not. I forgot. So it's protected as a medical instrument brand, but not in the graphics area. Oh, wait. Chibi registered US and kawaii is okay. Only protected as a medical instrument. Yes, look at it before you use it. That makes sense. Oh, sorry. Do look at that. Please check your trademarks are added every single day. Okay, so let's see. 2 long tail keywords suggested by Amazon. Learning Japanese for beginners. To learn how to read and write Japanese. Knowing that I already have used learning Japanese in the title, what would I do? Okay, so I would probably put beginners. I would put learn and learning, though I think Amazon doesn't really, they definitely care about plural. So learns versus learn, they don't care. But I'm a little busy learning. I think they still think they can learning. So yeah, it depends. I think I would probably leave that out until I was, if I had to fit it. So read, beginners are in right. Those are the only keys I would boxes. Here, good talking. I just and I did not. My whole week is not gone as planned. So I was like, I know I'm not going to be able to do an ads strategy one and strategy. I'm cheap though, so I'll do an ad strategy next week. Okay. Any other questions I have? That's what I have. You've got to, so my 5 tips, right? I'll go over them. Go to Amazon, use your extensions, Chrome extensions. Google Ads or Google Keyword Planner, Google Ads Keyword Planner. Awesome. It gives you so much interesting data. The trend thing is really interesting. Like it makes sense that it says how to draw reindeer went down 90%, right? But why how to draw penguins and how to draw dolphins went up by 900%? I don't know. But maybe that's where you start typing in, how to draw penguins into Google and see if there's a news article or something about penguins, a trend that you can jump on, right? There was a friend who actually had a book about park benches, and there was an article of benches, and suddenly park benches were selling, right? In books. Who knew? So things like trending things in the news can help boost your sales. And so that's always good. So some of those trends are cool. Number 3, Facebook. I definitely look at Facebook groups, and I look through Facebook groups to find keywords that maybe I'm not aware of, to find trends in the topic that maybe I'm not aware of. I look, I don't jump in the groups and advertise my books or anything like that. I just kind of, look at the public groups and see what I can find. Google itself, it's a fantastic way to find if there is some sort of like the 900% jump in penguins. Maybe through Google, I could figure out why there's suddenly an interest. Maybe not, but either way, I can get just data and pictures and so many things. Amazon itself, the ads platform itself, has an excellent way to look at what people are searching for. That's one I think people don't realize is there and available to them. And then the last bonus tip is to take all of that and put it together and use your brain and decide what makes the most sense and what can you use where. 7 keyword boxes, most relevant, no trademarks, nothing that'll get you in trouble. The ads, There is a lot more free reign, and you could stuff in its brother. In fact, Amazon actually suggests that you do manual ads with like 300 to 400 words. Okay. And they suggest it because what they want you to do is throw a whole bunch literally out there and see what sticks. Okay. And then once you understand what is actually selling your books, you can either turn off keywords that aren't selling. Like I leave keywords that aren't spending any money because whatever, but ones that are spending money that aren't getting a result, I pull those off. So you can start kind of figuring out what works. They actually want you on ads to throw spaghetti at the wall, and that's perfectly okay. Ads. Okay. All right. Hopefully that was helpful. I don't see any more questions. Thank you all for sitting in today, and I hope this was super helpful for you. I hope your KDP journey is exactly what you want it to be, or that you learn and enjoy the process, because I love this business. I really, really do. I love what I do. I love helping you guys. Believe me, I don't make anything really from helping you all, but I love to do it because I got a great thank you email from somebody today who's watching. Thank you for the email. I'm so glad that I helped you, and things like that, like just hearing how you guys are learning, succeeding, and enjoying this is super exciting for me. So I love that. Please comment. Please, enjoy the process and let me know how I can help you. And if there's anything you guys want a course on or whatever, I'm here to help. All right. Thanks so much. Oh, let's see. Does each keyword not use so they want more ads? Does each keyword not use money so they want more ads? Well, yeah, it's true. They want you to put a ton of stuff out there so that, yeah, you can spend more money. But the key is turning off stuff that isn't doing you any good, right? But the idea is they don't know what's going to sell either. So they have an idea, right? That's why they have manual or the automatic ads, but they don't know until they get data. So that's kind of what they're encouraging you to do. Throw a bunch of stuff out there and see what works, and turn off anything that isn't working, and things that aren't spending money at all, I don't worry about too much. All right. Oh, thank you, Lucy. And I'm glad that you guys, are here. Let's see. Do you need a website to sign up for the Google Ads Keyword Planner? I'm not sure. I signed up for it a long, long time ago, like 4 or 5 years ago, but I don't think you need a website. I think you just need to be, I think you might have to attach a credit card. I haven't spent anything. So it's kind of attached for $0, but I use it. So hopefully, check it out. I know I had to Google it a few times to figure out what I was doing and get it to work, but I think you can still do it without a website, but I'm not positive since I signed up so long ago. You to spend. Of course they want you to spend money, but you want to spend money, and then both of you are happy, right? And that's the goal. All right, I do have to go because I've got some stuff to do today. So thank you so much for all being here, and I will see you again next week. We'll do ad strategy. So if you guys want to know about ad strategy, I'm here for you next week. All right. Bye.